Find the domain and range, not find Waldo. Right. Ooh, here we have a graph with a closed endpoint and an open point. One thing I want to make note of, the closed endpoint means it's part of the solution, an open circle means it's not part of the solution. So what I would probably first off do is this, maybe label the points. This point is at negative 3, 5, and this point is at 3, negative 3. The reason I say that is because you'll notice I made the x's in red and the y's in blue. The domain is always your x values. When I'm talking about the domain, I don't care about the blue values here, the 5 or negative 3. My smallest value as I read left to right is negative 3. My other one is 3. But then here's where it gets tricky. Notice negative 3 is part of the solution because it's a solid black line, so it's a bracket. And the 3 is not part of the solution, so that's a parentheses. That's how I would write the domain for this function because it goes from negative 3 to 3. That's what this means, and negative 3 is part of the answer. What about the range? We read left to right. We normally read top to bottom, but that's not how we do range. You always start with the smallest number, which means I don't read top to bottom, but bottom to top. That's another way you can write the domain like that. All right. Notice my smallest y is negative 3. Always write the smallest one first. And my largest y is a 5. And just like before, is this negative 3 here in this open circle? It's not part of the answer, so it's a parentheses. And the 5 is, so that makes it a bracket, which you could also write like this. Now notice, if it equals it, you have the bar underneath of it. If it doesn't equal it, you do not. So like up here, you can see your domain is negative 3, less than or equal to x, less than 3. Here your range is negative 3, less than y, less than or equal to 5. That's how you would read that. That's how you really read this here, even with the bracket and parentheses type form.